Now, on the other segue that you had put in, now we were talking, I see you pull up here, and I see you're a car guy. I'm a car guy, and us car people, we understand, and there's this. When did you first know you're a car person? When did you have your love of cars?
My mom says when I was 3.
Yes.
I don't know. I spent a lot of money on my car, and not now only, even when I was a kid.
Yes.
I mean, even when I couldn't afford it, I used to take all the money, and my mom say, I give you money to buy pants and shirts. I put it on my car to make it look better. And I love cars, and, and it's funny, you saw my new car.
Yes.
And
I'm allowed to say what it is?
yeah, you should.
It's a Maybach. And, it's one thing when you're in Miami, every second car is a Maybach or a Rolls Royce. Here in Canada and Ontario, you don't see very many Maybachs. And that's a beautiful one, my friend.
But let me tell you a story about the Maybach. Around
Please.
2 Sundays ago,
Yes.
I had left the 20 meals at Regent Park that we couldn't find somebody to take them.
Yes.
So I put them in my Maybach beside my seat, and I went to Yonge Street. I stopped at the traffic light, and this young lady, I rolled my window, and she thought I'm going to tell her that she's beautiful, trying to talk to her or something. And then I handed her a meal, and I said, do you mind giving this meal to the person sleeping on the floor beside you?
Yes.
And you can see her face, the disappointment. The person behind me was honking and giving me fingers. And then on the next traffic light, I stopped again, and this lady's honking and giving me fingers. And then I got off the Maybach, and I handed a meal to the homeless, and I came back to the car, and that person pulled it closer to me, and she said, we love you. Thank you for what you do for our community, and sorry for the finger. I said, don't worry, it's okay. I'm okay with that. So look, I love enjoying my cars. I love cars, and I do have nice cars. But, all this really, I love having it because you feel inside it that this is something when I was a kid I like having all along. But what I really make sure that my awards and my car does not make me forget where I came from. And I'm still the same poor guy. I'm still the same person feeling the poor people that couldn't have the money to pay that pizza I couldn't pay for. And even when I'm driving my Maybach, I don't mind setting the example of, yes, you can drive a nice car and make it like a truck to deliver food for the people in need in our community. It's all about how you use it and what do you do with it.
So I need you to help me now, because when I'm in a future engagement and we're talking about cars, I don't want to embarrass myself. So please help me. Is it Maybach or Maybach?
Well, it depends. In German is Maybach, but it's a Maybach is fine.
Okay, so we know 2 pronunciations. That's what we know. Are there certain types of cars you gravitate towards in general as far as collecting goes? How do you pick the cars that draw you?
Well, I mean, even with the loud cars, you can be very loud. So in the Lamborghini, I have a silver.
Yes.
I don't pick a yellow or, Ferrari, we say in Italian, Ferrari deve essere rossa. That means Ferrari has to be red, right? So in the Ferrari, it has to be loud color, but everything else, I try to tone down the color. But, it's all the idea about, is it showing off or enjoying the engine and liking to have a car that as a kid you dreamt to have. And it's a mix of both always, right? But quite honestly for me, mostly I drive my Maybach, and I enjoy it. And when I drive a sport car, I drive it because one of my boys, my son's beside me,
yes,
and they enjoy being there and hearing the engine and a little bit showing off in front of their friend, which is fine, cool,
okay.
as long as they're doing other things that they're more purposeful, so that's not what gets stuck to their head.
Is the Maybach your favorite, would you say?
It's my everyday, my favorite, yeah.
And as far as the exotic goes, is it the Lambo or is there another one? The Lambo.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you drag me to more cars to say.
No, I know I'm trying to go there.
I know you are
I'm trying to see if there's McLaren, if there's Bugatti, but that's okay.
I know where you're going.
Listen, as a car guy, we can't help it, and at the end of the day. And it's funny because I love cars. I don't put anything on social media because I don't want to be about it. I understand what you mean. It's one thing I know, if you're a car person, you either have to show it to the world all the time or you're doing it for your own personal enjoyment. And
I don't show my cars.
No, I wouldn't have known otherwise, but I see it. I'm like, wow, I know what that is. So,
I don't show my car to the world in social media or anything. And I ride bikes as well. Yeah. I love riding bikes as well. But in general, like I said.
And this is not bicycles. We're talking about hogs. We're talking about motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yes. Just to be clear for people.
Yeah, so I love riding motorcycles as well. It's something that I've done when I was a kid as well. And I have a nice collection of motorcycles. But again...
but it's not about that. I know.
I can't help it. Even when I'm servicing a car that it's expensive, I can't help it not to think about, is that the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? But you know what? In a way, yes. You deserve to celebrate yourself. Yes. And it's nice to celebrate yourself and do things you like. Because when you're happy, you can project happiness to others. And if that's something that makes you happy and you have enough to do both, you should do it.
Thank you for enjoying today's episode of the Chosen Life podcast. Go ahead and hit the subscription button below and the notification bell to catch all of our great shows. And remember to contact the Chosen Lawyers when you are ready for your next real estate and commercial transaction. Go to kormans.ca.